All right, welcome back to Gainesville. We now move on back to Marion County, to Ocala. The Trinity Catholic Celtics are here, and Coach John Brantley. Is this your sixth year, or the second time?
Second session. It's my fifth year and the second time, and I guess this would be my 16th year.
Yeah, right. I think it was 10 the first. Yeah. So, and again, your team a year ago. I mean, you look at your record and you go 6-8. It was a strange year, wasn't it? I mean, your schedule was
3-7 during the regular season.
I know, and again, but you made it back to the state championship game, and I know that was a tough one. But that's 2 years in a row you've been able to get to that point.
Yep, and we challenge our kids at Trinity Catholic. I mean, so the schedule's never going to be easy.
Right.
Number one, nobody wants to return phone calls about scheduling and everything. So. We deal with that. We've been dealing with that with years since Kerwin Bell was there. So we'll continue to do that. And we got, I think, 8 of the 10 teams we play this year are going to be they were in the playoffs last year. So this year's no different as far as scheduling.
And I know that can only really help you playing the schedule.
Well, it did last year, obviously. I mean, you go 3-7 in the regular season. You say, what are they even doing in the playoffs? Well, we knew if we could stay healthy and get through playing the Reigns of the worlds and playing that tough schedule, CCC, state championship team. I mean, we played some excellent football teams. So we knew if we could get back to the playoffs, we knew we could make a run. And obviously we got within 45 seconds to winning a third state championship at Trinity Catholic.
Yeah, I got a chance to see those games in Tallahassee, and I know it didn't come out the way you wanted it to, but I think that game and maybe that mainland St. Augustine game were probably the best games of the weekend, at least as far as competition goes. It was a really good back-and-forth game.
Well, anytime you can get in that position, win a game, and, we had Cooper Baddix kick a 49-yard field goal with 1:11 to go, and to go up, 27-24. I mean, the bench is excited, everybody's excited. You feel that you're getting ready to go get a new trophy and everything, and then all of a sudden, boom, bam, here guy breaks loose in the back end of the defense and scores a touchdown to beat us. But it's as I told my kids even that day after the game, there's nothing I can say right now to make you feel any better, but I'm going to tell you what, sometimes in life you'll learn more from a loss than you will a win. So I had to give them something, and that was the message. But our message all spring and all summer has been finish, and that's what we didn't do last year. If we'd have finished that, we'd have a nice shiny ring up here on our fingers right now, but we learn from it.
You've been on the other side of that too, of course, a few times, and I know probably the players that don't hear that at first are just upset about losing, but still, you're right, sometimes you do take a lot of it, and it probably works as motivation again for this team.
Oh yeah, and it's going to be more important now because we're young. Marty, we're only going to have 4-5 starters coming back from last year. We lost a lot of good seniors, and we've lost some good players to IMG and some other places, and so we got to rebuild there at Trinity, but we got just enough older guys that we can lean on and have some great leadership. And we've had a super spring. We had a great summer. Our young kids are working hard, and we're excited about this year.
By the way, I forgot to mention this, but the Trinity Catholic segment today at North Central Florida High School Football Media Day brought to you by Meldon Law, the official law firm partner of the Florida Gators. Meldon Law, where we won't back down, proudly serves North Central Florida region with offices in Gainesville, Ocala, and Lake City. Visit Meldon Law on the web at meldonlaw.com or give them a call at 352-373-8000. Sorry, I had to get that in there.
Mr. Meldon's supporting his old Gators.
That's right, exactly. And he's a big, big Gator supporter. But so you were mentioning the team, so pretty young. How many guys do you have coming back?
Like I said, probably four starters coming back.
That's it
now. And we're going to have a new quarterback, Carter Schofield, who's up here with us today. He takes over the reins. Our junior quarterback had to move to South Florida. His dad got a job. He was in the medical business and had to move to South Florida. So we lost him as well amongst the seniors we lost. you know, you don't go to state championships with young guys, I can tell you that. So we lost some good players, but we got good players coming back. You got 2 outstanding seniors up here today that played a big part in last year's game and everything, and they're ready to take the reins and be leaders on this football team.
Yeah, looking at the district, and now they've changed it again, so it's not.
It's us and
1A.
PK again.
It's 1A.
It's
I know
just
it's
like-
the same. Right?
yeah.
I mean, it's the same there. I mean, they call it 1A now. Now rural used to be the old 1A or 1. Yeah, but yeah, I was going to ask you. It's the same pretty much. PK.
Well, we got it's the same district.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's totally different classification.
Right.
Now they combine metro and suburban together.
Yeah.
Which that would be a whole other meeting we could sit up here and talk about. I think it's the worst thing. I thought they finally hit on something that was great.
You like that?
And then they got rid of it. And
Okay.
so, you know, it's not a good thing. I thought the metro gave everybody a chance to go try and win a state championship.
I feel like I've had a lot of kind of even on that one. Some
Yeah.
coaches
Nah,
say they
I'm-
like this way, some like like that way.
Yeah. So
And I don't think it. I'm pretty sure they're never going to get a system that completely works for
no,
everybody.
you're not going to make everybody happy. You
I know
that.
they keep trying to tweak it. FHSA does, but and you mentioned the schedule. Who do you have on the schedule this year? I'm guessing it's not quite as brutal as last year.
No, we traveled a lot last year.
Yeah.
As you know, we went to Key West,
Yeah.
went up to Cincinnati to play St. Xavier, went to Jacksonville, played Rains. We went to Melbourne. We went
Yeah.
to Naples.
Right.
We went to Tallahassee. So we bounced around. We really challenged kids. But what an experience for a high school kid to get on a bus or and travel to those places and participate and see parts of the state or the country they wouldn't see as far as football. And we were in some of the dangest places playing ball, and we had a ball. And I think that helped us down the road too. You know, nothing was going to get, you know, our attention in the playoffs as much as playing St. Xavier in front of 8,000 people in
that's right.
Cincinnati.
You went
So
up there. Huh.
they were out there. So our kids were ready for anything we got in the playoffs. So now we got to reinvent that wheel, and we're excited about getting that started. But we got good teams. Got Tampa Catholic, got Melbourne Central Catholic, who we played in the playoffs. Then we got Forest. I'm excited. We playing Forest High School, my old high school. And
Right.
the thing that's kind of neat about that's going to be the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the 1974 state championship team,
okay.
the first one in Marion County,
Right.
which I was fortunate enough to be the quarterback on. And Scott and Brantley, my brother, was a linebacker.
Right.
So they're going to make that into a big celebration when Trinity heads over to Forest Week 3. And then we got CCC, who you know was in the state championship game. And I can go on Calvary Christian,
Yeah.
Newberry, and then PK Young will be our lone district game.
Yeah, about back when Forest High School was downtown in Ocala, right? Wasn't that the school?
in a
They
neighborhood.
moved out there, yeah. Yeah, that's I mean, a pretty good schedule. No trips to Ohio this year, though, right?
No, or Key West.
Or Key West. I about to say that's a long bus ride too, I'm sure. All right, if you can, Coach, just tell me a little bit about the guys you got with you here.
Well, right here I got Luke Rudiani. Luke Rudiani's he's our kind of player. I mean, he can play on both sides of the ball, running back, linebacker, and even probably one of the better long snappers in the state of Florida. He does all that. Great player, great instinct on getting to the ball and everything, and just your typical Trinity Catholic hard-nosed player.
Okay, and then you got Carter.
Got Carter Schofield, our new quarterback, 6'2", 180 pounds, spins it well. We're excited about him. Had a great spring and finished off with a good game against Bellevue in the spring game, and we're counting on him. But the thing that we can't do with Carter, we can't expect Carter to go out there and win us football games by himself. He's got to lean on his teammates, and we got to put kids around him and a system in place that's going to make him successful, but not putting the game. We used to do that a couple of times with Cole Gonzalez.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we put too much on his plate, so we don't need to put that on Carter. Carter needs to have the support of not only the coaching staff, but the team around him to be successful, and that's why I think he's going to do a great job with that.
It's funny, I just heard Kerwin Bell on the radio yesterday, Steve Russell talking about Cole.
Yeah.
So,
I had him out at the Manning camp. I got him
Yeah.
invited out at the Manning camp. He did a great job out there. Then I got Kyler Poole, who's a senior offensive lineman, both O-line, D-line. Didn't play any D-line for us. Going to have to this year. but he was our starting tackle in the state championship game last year. Just a tremendous student and an outstanding football player, and we're going to really lean on his leadership this coming year.
All right, we'll go ahead and start with Luke here. We'll talk to the guys. You got the microphone, so you'll move that down eventually, but we'll talk to you first. But Luke, you're senior, right? So, your last year, how's the off season been coming into this year?
I think this off season, our guys have really been working hard, and since we got a lot of young guys like us seniors, like we're trying to show them like what to do so they can carry that on throughout the years TC.
I'm sure it's tough to get to the championship and not quite win it, but how much motivation is that for you guys? Because coach says it's going to be maybe a little different team this year.
Yeah, we're definitely a lot younger, but going back-to-back state championships and losing, like that really fuels the fire to go back this year.
Yeah. Now you're both linebacker and running back. You play, but are you mostly the starting running back, number one running back?
Last year I didn't play much running back. I was just mainly linebacker. This year,
linebacker?
Playing both.
You're playing both. Okay. Which one you like? Like one better?
They're both fun. Probably linebacker. You're in on every single play.
Every single play, right? Is there any game that you're most looking forward to? Maybe
Forest.
Big one. That I don't think y'all played Forest.
Well, we have. We've played them twice.
Okay.
But in my previous stint there, we played them at both our place and over at Forest. So we're 2-0 against Forest. So
all right.
We'll hope to keep that streak alive.
Yeah, I was trying to think. The only school I remember y'all playing was North Marion. Maybe
we played them. We played Vanguard
you
4 times.
Oh, okay, gosh,
I was there and played Bellevue.
Okay,
and
used to play a lot of them then.
We played most of them at least once or twice. But
yeah, that's always big.
Yep.
Always a big game. All right, Luke, we'll go ahead and have you pass it on to Carter. Carter Schofield, you're the junior quarterback. This is going to be your first year as a starter, huh? How are you looking forward to this?
Just ready to work. Game's kind of slowed down for me, and just ready to work as a team, build the chemistry that we need.
I know I'm sure it's with the success your team's had. It's got to be tough for you, but that's got to be something you can get you motivated, right, to be that good. But how has your off season been getting ready?
A lot of working out, a lot of throwing, just bonding with the new kids, just being leaders, just training.
Your coach used to be a quarterback. Does he help you a little bit? Yeah, just
well,
a little bit.
There's a little pressure being the quarterback at Trinity Catholic. We've had some good ones, and Carter's going to be expected to roll in there with just like the rest of them. So we'll have him ready to go.
Yep. Any game you're looking forward to this year as a Forest?
I'll say Forest, but just week 1, just coming out strong.
Every game, right? Good answer. All right. Finally, we'll talk to Kyler Poole on the line, offensive lineman. And looking forward to blocking for these guys here.
Yes, sir.
Now you're a senior. You've been starting the last few years. So
yes.
I'm sorry.
I transferred in last year.
You transferred in last year.
Yes,
okay.
So it was my first year playing with TC last year.
Okay. And again, how was it? Kind of a strange year. You're going through the season. It had to have been a little strange, and you're 3-7, but you're like, oh wait, we're going to the playoffs, and we almost won it. How?
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy year. We had lots of fun last year, traveling a bunch, and it was really cool to be able to go experience the state championship first year at TC for me, and to experience the fellowship and the brotherhood that we had last year was unbelievable. So,
actually, how was that trip to Key West? Did you take the bus down there?
It was miserable.
Well, I liked it because I stayed in the hotel room,
okay.
and they put us up. They put you up down there. They got barracks down there.
Really?
And it's kind of neat, and but the AC wasn't working halfway, so our kids struggled with a little bit of that. But got them out early and got the conch train going, and they got to visit and see the whole area of Key West, and that's an experience. They may never get back down there, some of them. So I thought it was a great trip.
Yeah,
and we won big too.
We beat them.
Won big. That's right, you
Game.
did. I've been in Florida all my life, and I didn't get to Key West till I was probably 30. You're right. It seems like it's in another planet almost. It's so far away, but anyway, I really appreciate you guys coming. Thank you, Kyler, and thank you, Coach. It was good seeing you again. Good luck this year. Thanks for coming up to Gainesville today.
Well, we appreciate what y'all do for high school football, and hope to see you guys somewhere along the road at Trinity Catholic.
Me too. All right. John Brantley and his team, Trinity Catholic Celtics. Good luck this year, guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks.
Jeffrey, what are you doing?
Well, I'm joining the band, of course. Since Meldon Law is the official law firm partner of the Florida Gators, I want to help.
Dad, we're litigators. Let's stick to helping people in the courtroom.
Well, can we still hang out and jam a little bit? At Meldon Law, we won't back down.